Welcome at TATwellness Uganda, Health Through Knowledge. We have several guests here today. One is John. Hello John, thank you for joining this meeting.
Thank you. Welcoming us.
And Vanessa from Mukono.
Welcome. Yes.
Anyway, hello Vanessa and Mr. Mansi from Rwanda.
Oh, thanks for
Correct.
welcoming us.
Okay, thank you for the chance to talk to you. We invited you for this discussion because I saw your belly is pretty big, and let me ask you, is it bothering you?
This stomach. Let me show you here.
You show us.
Yeah, you see.
What is this?
That is, when
Is it
I
paining,
eat,
is it paining you?
when I eat something small, it goes up. Like comes bigger. Like there is some pressure inside, gas inside.
So, I guess you would be very happy if this disappears, huh? You, Mr. Mansi, you were not as bad, but you were also in a pretty bad condition. Also with this, a lot of gas in your stomach, right?
Yeah.
Was it paining you?
That is right, yeah. What Mr. John says, I was just like him. When I was eating little food, just it was like it has a pressure inside. It was comes too big. Just I lose. Just was comes so big. But these days when I take the medicine from the doctor, now I feel well, no problem. My stomach goes, even it is continue to reduce. Now I'm okay.
What I would like to try with you, but I cannot guarantee anything. Huh? There's no guarantee. You have to follow certain rules. If you don't follow the rules, he can tell you a story now. Tell him the story.
So what doctor just was told me to stop some foods. When I stopped and when the same time taking the medicine, I feel well, even the gas, everything was good. But when I finish the medicine, when I feel well, when my body was just okay, I go back again to my food.
What is your food?
It was cassava, and this for us for Rwandese we need this posh from cassava and the beans.
Sorry for interrupting you. You need this food?
I like it so much. I was like it so much because before, but these days, it's my enemy.
Let me ask you, is it like an addiction? You know addiction? Une addiction?
Yeah,
Is it like an addiction?
yeah.
That means your body wants to have it.
Yeah, it was hard to have it. When I don't take that food, I was feel bad. Even when I tired, I like to eat that food.
This is very important to realize. The bad stuff is like a drug making you addicted to it. Yeah, and the good stuff like sweet potatoes, what's the name in Uganda again? Lumonde. You can eat, but you can also stop. That's like God is. He lets us totally free. He does not push us. He does not pull us. He just lets us to make our own experiences. So, and then yesterday we were in a park and you were running like a young man.
Yeah, doctor, I appreciate the God because about our medicine. Now I'm easy man. I can walk with the people which are 15 years.
Yes.
I can learn. I'm the faster. You
Yeah,
can't
second
believe
after
it.
me.
After the doctor giving the medicine, in 2 days only, when I came back to take the medicine, even you can see the malaria, the wounds
no malaria.
here. I don't know. I was feeling
When
some
I am
fever.
here, don't mention malaria, please.
Yeah. So,
You know, this was not malaria. This was the toxin of this food poisoning your body. Yeah? John, it's very important that you get that. If you want to stay like this or even get worse, how old are you?
Just 42 years.
43, so you will have to go another 20 years, 30 years. Imagine if this continues, how you will deteriorate with time. You understand what I want to say?
Yes.
Now you are still young. Imagine in 10 years what's going to happen to you, because this gas will not stay in your belly. It will go into your joints, it will poison your blood, it can even cause you a headache. Do you have headache now and then?
Yes.
You see? It starts already. So I suggest, because it costs you nothing, suggest follow the rules for, let's say, 1 month. Normally it takes only 4 to 7 days and the body has recovered mostly. In your case, it will definitely take longer, because you have a lot of rubbish in here which we have to get rid of, yeah? And most likely you will get diarrhea for 1 or 2 days, yeah, if you take the medicine, most likely. Yeah? Well, this would be a very good sign for you, and you would feel some relief. You might even lose 2, 3, 4 kilos almost instantly. Yeah? Would you like to run like Mansi again?
Yes.
Okay, then if you want to do that, just follow the rules. Manessa is also a very good example. She's very young, but she considers herself to be very old. She's 36 years old, and she... Tell me what happened since you live in Chitende, Paradise Monkey Garden.
I thank God because of your medicine. Before I was suffering from brucella. Even I went to the biggest hospital in Uganda called the Mulago Hospital. They tested me when I have brucella. They gave
What
me...
is brucella?
Brucella is a disease from meat.
Okay.
Malaria which comes from maybe taking raw milk.
From milk?
Raw milk. Taking raw milk.
Then they gave me medicine, a lot of medicine. And they give me many injections, 21 injections. Every day when I have to have only 1 injection.
Okay.
Then I took everything, but I didn't
recover.
Yes, but when I took this sulfur powder, the day when you was still there in Switzerland,
yes,
my sister sent me this sulfur. By that time I was very weak, everywhere paining.
I know.
The joints. But when I took this sulfur powder, the brucella went away.
Okay.
Even I become very strong. I got energy. Now I'm very okay. And before I was like taking matoke, banana, beans and cassava. I like cassava so much. But when I stopped to eat them, then I followed the food which doctor told me to take. Now I'm very okay, healthy.
Tell me about your legs, because
my legs was totally badly when I have something here, like muscles.
she had varicose veins, yeah? You could see the veins.
The veins here. But now it's off. When I started to take those...
The other one, the immune booster.
The immune booster.
They disappeared. You know, you could really see them.
This one, immune booster. And I eat the food which they told me to eat. Yeah, so I thank God for those medicine and our doctor.
You were in Mukono recently for holidays.
Yes.
When you came back, what happened?
I went to Mukono 1 week only, but there in Mukono we eat beans, we eat matoke, we eat those food which is not good to eat. So when I come back, I sick again. I became sick again. But when I stopped then, I became very good.
The point is, some people say, why should a food, let's say a considered food, cause these kind of reactions? But when you buy a drug and you read the paper there in this drug package, you can see that they write sometimes flu-like symptoms. That means the drug can cause flu-like symptoms, yeah? So the food, you think you have malaria, yeah? You remember, hey, this disappeared, I can see now. He had pimples here. I think it must have been pretty painful, huh? correct?
Correct.
You see? So some of the food, I don't consider them food, it's just we call it food, but in fact it's a toxin. And these toxins, they destroy our body. Some of them, like cassava, as it looks like, destroys you instantly. Huh? But because everybody eats cassava, because everybody eats matoke, no, but it's like in Europe, everybody eats carrots, Irish potatoes, they eat onions, you also eat onions. They are as bad as this. If you eat Irish potatoes and onions, as well as carrots, I can guarantee you will suffer on the diarrhea for severely. Huh? And people will think you are sick, but you are not sick. You just chose the wrong food to eat. Yeah, that's very important to understand. So you are back into strength and health. You too. Let's see what happens. Going to happen to you, John. I give you a free sample because this is a very rare case. I've never seen anything like this. Yeah. So we see what's going to happen, and we make another interview end of this week, because as you can see, it takes only sometimes minutes for the products to work. And it's very important for all of us that we understand that, for example, sulfur is the third most important mineral in our body. So if we lack sulfur, many bad things can happen to us. So thank you for watching. Let's meet again.
So, doctor,
Yes,
I have
please.
some question
Okay.
about this soft powder. You see, for us, because we like this, we take all family, even my kids.
Yes.
But it is like our tea in the morning, as every
Okay.
day. Is it too bad to take every
No,
time?
it's very, 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 very healthy to take.
Yeah, because we like it so much, because it help my kids.
And also your
Or
wife.
my wife, she feel well. Even I was having allergy, like these days for Luane, so I was feel bad, cough and what. But these days it is like asthma. But this day I feel well.
It's
That's
not,
all.
it's not totally gone, is it?
No, it's not total. Even
see?
like this I was feel bad, but now these days
Yes, the
I'm
problem,
okay.
the problem is, as I told you many times, is the humidity here and the heat. And you people, unfortunately, you have, listen to that, John, it's very important. You have a bad habit, you sleep with closed windows. Even during the day you close your windows in your houses. And this is causing mold, even fungus in your house, yeah, in your rooms. And then when you during sleep or even during the day you inhale these mold. And this is causing the so-called asthma. Here in Uganda, I can assure you there's no asthma. It's just mold infection. So for you, the tricky thing is, as long as you live in a bad environment, it's almost, you can improve, but it's almost impossible to get totally healthy. So you have to really follow this advice. Open your doors, windows, mainly, yeah, all day long, all night if possible. And then the air will circulate and will not cause these molds. Did you understand that?
Yes, I have.
Very important. Also for your children, we had one girl here, do you remember her? She could not see clearly at school. They thought she has an eye problem. She was only a fungal infection. We treated her, she can see clearly. And itchiness, many people here have itchiness in their eyes, right? Many, many, many. There's one guy working down there, very itchy eyes. It's just a mold causing big problems. So, just my advice to you, make sure that your house is clean.
And Andreas,
Yes, please.
what I want to tell you about this sulfur powder. I have my friend of mine from our church member. She's called Staroy. She was they was going to operating her. Then because it has something wrong inside the stomach. Then I told him, come to my doctor. He has a good medicine which he will give you. When he took this sulfur powder, even she didn't finish all. Then the husband told her, you are going to spoil my money for nothing. You have to go to Nsambia hospital and operate you. Then I told her, you just come to our doctor. She will give you medicine which will help you. Then from there, the woman is good, and she brought us the customers. Even now she's welcoming with another customers.
Yeah, going for surgery in most cases is not really necessary. We had one lady, you remember, she thought she's going to die soon. Our first customer. She recovered within a week, I think. So instead of going to surgery, you should at least give it a try. Yeah, it does not work in all cases because people are not willing to break their habits. But if we are willing to break our habits, then you can say you have a very high percentage of chance to get total relief. Any more questions? Otherwise we meet on Friday again and see how John is doing.
Yeah.
Okay?
And you are not functioning as a man.
Huh?
As a man.
You're not functioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fully believe you. It's impossible. I am functioning still. As you can see, where's my baby? Okay, thanks for joining this discussion. See you.
Thanks so much.